Hi everyone, welcome to the Qlikview and Twitter tutorial that I've put together. What I want to do here is go through this very good app that you can download from Qlikview source and really show you how you can use your Twitter data in Qlikview to gain so much insight, far more insight than you could gain through just going through Twitter. Okay, so over here I am going to break this into two parts. The first part I will be showing you how you can actually use the application, and the second part I'll show you how to set it up and how to connect it. So let's just introduce the application. If I clear everything, I want to demonstrate to you how this actually works. The first way I'm going to demonstrate that is to show you this box here on the right, the search term. The way in which you're going to use this is you will be feeding in Twitter accounts that you're interested in, and then you will be feeding in search terms from those Twitter accounts that you're interested in again. Once you've fed those in, the app will automatically update, and that's what I'm going to show you. But I want to put it into context. The keywords over here and the Twitter accounts that you put in over here, you feed into the app, and I'll be showing you how to do that in part 2. For now, I really want to show you what the benefit of having this app is and what it can do for you and how you can derive a lot of value for it. So with that, I'm going to jump in. Probably, like myself, you're interested in all of the different analytics solutions out there. What I've done is I've compiled a list of analytics providers, especially in the visual analytics space, and by selecting it you can actually see all of the tweets that were sent at that time. You can see the date of the tweets, you can see the number of tweets. There's a lot of interesting data in here. I'm going to assume you have a basic grasp of Qlikview, but for those of you who don't, just very quickly I'll demonstrate how it works. Anything you select goes into green. Okay, so you can see I selected these 6 Twitter accounts, and they turn green. Anything associated with that turns white. So if you look in this bottom left hand corner, you can see these are the hashtags that these Twitter accounts have used, and they're in white. If I scroll down this list, we will see basically everything that they've spoken about. If I scroll down this list, you can now see the tweets that were sent out. You can see who they were from, and you can actually read them. This box, these two boxes on the right show the time. So you see the 30th of the month, which is today, it's currently grey. So which means there's no tweets so far that I've loaded into the app. The way in which you load it into the app is to hit the reload button up here. Okay, so that's very quickly. I'll do another video on how Qlikview works, but for now I just want to show you this app and how it works. So by selecting from in this box, you can actually see the tweets from these people. If I want to see the ones about big data, I will select big data in here, and you'll see there's 31 tweets, and from this case they seem to be quite a lot from Qlikview, one from Pentaho, well, a few from Pentaho, a couple from Tableau, and you can kind of see who tweeted when. If I want to clear that, so if I go back using the back key just to get rid of the big data, say what about analytics? Let's see who's out of these guys here, who's tweeted on the hashtag analytics. And here you can see it's mostly Qlikview, so it kind of shows how they're a bit more engaged on these two hashtags. What if, so going back again, you can kind of see that these things work in pairs. With the search term with the Twitter account selected, I can go through and now cross-reference that with actual hashtags that I used, and that goes down the list from here. What about searching on hashtags themselves as opposed as my primary dimension? What I'll do is I'm just going to clear everything. Now up here I've loaded in a load of hashtags, and these hashtags I've loaded in are based off hashtags used by the Twitter accounts that I'm following and by their followers and people they themselves are following. So to give you an example, look, you can see down here Fran_H is using hashtag big data analytics. I don't have Fran_H loaded in to my accounts to follow, but by virtue of the fact that Fran_H follows somebody in this list, his tweets will come up. So this is a fantastic way for you to listen into conversations. I'm going to demonstrate now how we can load in some of those hashtags that you can drill down on. So you can select multiple ones, and the application just updates instantaneously. Here you can see the top tweeters. So if we click on Jack W. Emson, you can see all of his tweets, and in here you can see the hashtags he's used. You can see when he tweeted. So this is a great way to find out exactly who is talking about these particular hashtags. Here on the left, again, now the ones in white are the ones that he's talking about. The ones in grey are the ones he's not talking about. So they're unassociated. So you can see quite a few topics. Going back again then, if you're just interested in data viz, just click on data viz and you'll get all the tweets in the date range specified, which in this case is the last 2 weeks, and you can kind of see while this guy's talking about data viz, he's also using the hashtag info design. So again, it gives you ideas for different hashtags that you can jump on. And again, these people are all following or being followed by the list of people who I've specified in here. I'm going to show you how you set that up in part 2. Couple of other quick things. So I can change it on hour if I really want to see what time of day these tweets went out. Now, I think this can be useful, but here I think it's got limited use in terms of we work on a global time clock. So what's 7 o'clock at night time in the UK is obviously not 7 o'clock at night time in the US or in different parts of the world. So this is really useful if you are focusing on a particular country. For instance, if you are in England talking about the Premier League, selling Premier League things at kick-off time at a football game, you would see a big spike at whatever time, 4 o'clock, and you'd know, well, you'd hopefully know that as mostly UK traffic, and the same holds true for whichever country you'd be in. So that kind of gives you an outline of that. I'm going to go through a couple of other tabs in here. So this is sentiment analysis. So sentiment analysis looks at the tweet, the text of a tweet, and kind of will break it up into a positive tweet, a neutral tweet, or a negative tweet, and that is using the sentiment engine 140. Over here you can have tweets and retweets, so you'll see the ratio of original tweets versus the ratio of retweets, and the whole thing holds true again. You can go in, break it up on any term you want, and it will update instantly. You'll be able to see who's talking about it. I think, yeah, you can probably even highlight, if I want to know who's talking about it in that time of the day, it'll break it down and give you a new set of results. So use the back keys to go back. I think this is a really, really powerful way to derive insight fast. It costs you virtually nothing in terms of setup time. The next video I'm going to show you how to set it up. I'm going to do another video as well, hopefully, on extending this into a second app that you can use. and a lot more besides. If you have any questions, use the form below. Come and subscribe to my mailing list, which I'll put a link on beside this video. And thank you for your time. Let me know what you think. Please share the content. Okay, thanks so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.